You may be thinking today, while you're just sitting there, that soon this will be over, and I've finally arrived. Maybe you're thinking, this is the day I've been waiting for just to get out of Fenton High School. Well, today I don't want to rain on your parade, but in order to function in the high-tech world of computers and robots and to be a productive person, employee, and citizen, the hard work has just really begun for you. Recently, I had the opportunity to speak with Dr. Robin Widgerly of Widgerly Associates of Flint, and his company performs studies and surveys for many of the local large firms such as General Motors and Mott College. He indicated to me that the future is going to be tough for the young men and women who are not trained nor prepared in the demanding high-tech and very computerized society that is coming upon us. And he gave me this example I'd like to share with you. In 1970, General Motors employed approximately 85,000 men and women who turned out an average of approximately 6 cars per year per person. In the 1980s, General Motors will employ approximately 55,000 who average 10 cars per year per person. The projections are for 1990 that General Motors will employ only 45,000 who will average 23 cars per person. This tells me that you, the seniors of this graduating class, must be ready and trained to use your heads more than your hands in the end future of our society. There's no question that computers and robots are going to manage many of the former manual labor positions. A college education, however, is not always required, but is important. That, of course, is your choice. This past week, I read a survey taken which shows there are only 5 job openings for each 10 high school graduates who do not have a particular skill. Competition for a job is going to be tough. Mediocrity and preparation and training for your job is not going to be an acceptable approach in the future for any of you who want to grow in an acceptable position in the future. If I were going to choose a short topic for today, it would be to you this: you can choose to soar like an eagle. The choice really is yours. There's no need to or discussion or reason to explain why our great country chose the eagle as its national symbol. It stands for strength, honor, freedom, power, and endurance. Really, the eagle is quite unique. The eagle is the largest and most powerful bird in the world. The eagle is careful to avoid danger. The parent eagle protects the nest with every sacrifice of its own life, if necessary, in protection of its young. Eagles are so strong they can even carry their prey of their own weight on their 7-foot wings. The eagle has the keenest eyesight of any creature and can see for several thousands of feet. And you know, to understand, the eagle keeps the same mate for a lifetime. The eagle's nest is most generally in cliffs higher than where most prey can fly, so the mother and father eagle can protect and guard its young. Both the mother and the father eagle guard and protect the nest, and both go for food for the young. What am I saying? After 6 or 8 weeks, D-Day comes. The mother and the father decide that it's time for the young eaglet to fly for the first time. The eaglets then prepare to roost the eaglet out of its nest. The eaglet then must make a choice: to fly and to begin to hunt for food for itself, or the young eaglet can choose to fall to the cliffs below in death. The mother and father eagle made some choices early in life: to breed and bear their young and take full responsibility, to stay together as mates for life as an example to their offspring, to protect and feed their young until they're ready to go on their own, and then literally kick them out of the nest, but not doing so without great heritage and history of strength, freedom, honor, and endurance. Obviously, the choice of the eaglet of what he'll do with the rest of his life is his. Will he choose to fly, or will the cliffs below consume the young eaglet in death? As a young man in high school, I personally made some not so good choices. High school was not a good scene for me. I went to college, and it was the thing to do at the time. And I made some more bad choices. And a side note would say I was asked to leave after the 2nd semester. I guess in your term, I was given the boot. I never returned to college the following year, which is another poor choice. It's been my understanding that in most college campuses, if a student wants to be alone, he has to go to class. I found out too late, if you want to succeed, you must participate with their guidelines, not to do your own thing. I began then late to tell myself it was about time I grew up and began to make some right choices. That was the changing point in my life. I made some great choices because I chose to become married. And today, I'm a happily married husband of 22 years. Like the character of the eagle, we have decided to stay together for a lifetime. My wife and Arlene also made some choices about having children. And I'm honored and excited to have 3 wonderful sons. And like the eagle, we also have to feed them. And the question is, did you ever try to feed 3 football players? No wonder it takes both mother and father eaglet to go for the food. I also made the choice to take God as my partner for life, which has provided me with strength and endurance and integrity and an unfailing partner, not just in the crisis time, but all the time. I realized I must be changed on the inside in order to possess the right character on the outside. Yes, I still make errors, but I also must be quick to make those errors right. It was, without a doubt, the most choice decision of my life. Arlene and I also chose to come to Fenton in 1974. In the last 11 years, you, the community, has allowed us to serve in many areas and to make a good living. But I must be honest with you, because of some of my poor choices early in life, becoming a businessman has not always been easy for me. Unfortunately, today, I do not possess good grammar skills. Today, I do not possess the good art of spelling. Today, I do not possess always the art, and originally the art and ability of knowing how best to work with people. But D-Day came again for me, and I made a good choice, and that choice was to build on my strengths, which has in turn helped improve my weak areas. I challenge you today, as you leave this school, to begin to build on your strengths that will carry you through. It has taken a lot of hard work and sometimes embarrassment due to the lack of my proper training and education. While I'm not a negative person, I wonder what new dimensions our business would have taken had I been properly trained before starting in business. It surely would have eliminated, I know, a lot of hard knocks. I do not recommend, by the way, this avenue. Today, you must become educated, trained, and ready for the fast-paced, computerized, high-tech future that is upon our nation if you and I are to succeed. No, I'm not saying to you today that you must have a college education while I recommend it. You must, however, be trained and skilled in your skilled area if you are to compete in the job market. Remember, it's not your high school diploma or your college diploma or your vocational education diploma that will get you the job you want, but rather how you apply the skills you have learned while achieving that diploma. By the way, don't come to my business as an employer and ask for a job and try to press me with your diploma unless you can tell me how your skills can benefit both you and me. Today, you can choose to soar with the character of the eagle, to be a productive young man and young lady and possess the strength, honor, and freedom and power of endurance. You can also, if you choose drugs, alcohol, and mediocrity. Today, the Fenton High School is presenting you the honor of fulfilling its requirements and in turn, giving you a diploma. Fenton High School has been your eagle of strength, honor, pride, and educational preparation. Your community has supported you. Your parents have supported you. Now you will be leaving the nest of protection like the eaglet to either acquire more educational skills or enter into the workforce. What will you do now? You are today as the eaglet in its first flight. The choice is really yours. The choice today is for you to soar with the character and the dynamics of the eagle, or to join those who have accepted mediocrity. To soar with the eagle, you do not need to be an A student. I wasn't. Nor do you need to be an outstanding athlete. You just need to make some smart choices that will no doubt affect you for the rest of your life. Today, as you receive your diploma, you will be freed, but not set adrift. The Fenton High School and the community and your parents still care. You can choose if you want to be a cut above the rest. It's a matter of your own choosing. May I ask you and challenge you today, what type of leadership will you now provide for others and your offsprings? You can aspire to greatness when you take the training you have received at the Fenton High School and couple that with the dreams of what you want to become. Let your dream not be what you are today, but let your dream be what you want to become. The Fenton High School has given you the tools to build upon. I challenge you today to be the highest and the